From a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Oakland A's.
And now,
alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Dodgers played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Catfish Hunter, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, everyone knows he's one of the game's elite pitchers. So if you like good pitching, you're in for a real treat. Not many other guys compare, and the thing I enjoy the most about him is the confidence that he exudes when he's out there. Trust me, he doesn't lack it. And the opposing hitters, they feel it when they're standing in the box against him.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Mookie Betts is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. A solo home run there for Mookie. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup, and he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
That one yanked just foul. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And he fouls this one off. No outs, nobody on. Ground ball left side. Chapman's got it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
That's a ball.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Jackie Robinson.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Stepping in now, Jackie Robinson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here it comes, 1-0.
Hey! I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner, but this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Catch made here in shallow right. Probably too shallow to advance. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
That is it. The center fielder, number 4. Duke.
Next up for Los Angeles, Duke Snider. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. From the belt, kicks and deals. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
The 0-1 offering. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. One for the Dodgers on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first, and LA's off to an early 1-0 lead. Oral Hershiser, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. And please, Zach, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now to the plate, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Ricky.
Pitch on the way. Nero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. Here it comes, 2-0. To the left side, but it's well fouled.
Huge swing of the bat right there, just hooking foul. Would have tied the game. I know there's still a lot of game left, but that was potentially a huge momentum swing there. Going to have to find a way to refocus and continue this at bat.
Snyder patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting second.
Time now for a
Not
glance at
shortstop.
Bob Melvin's A's
Elwood.
starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this
Andrew.
lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three
Ball
1.
inside.
Jason Giambi will be next. Full count, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Jason Giambi. As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And a good eye there by Giambi. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with the 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Now the 3-0 offering is taken, strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Hershiser sets. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
2 out with the man at first. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. It remains 1-0. now here is Matt Kemp. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Matt Kemp.
Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Dodgers have really dominated so far. They've got the chance to complete a sweep with a win in this one.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
3-0 now. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Next up is Will Smith. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The Dodgers already have the early 1-run lead, so they're off to a good start trying to finish the series with an exclamation point.
It's very difficult to sweep teams nowadays, but jumping out to an early 1-run lead like they have in this one, they're certainly headed in the right direction.
And he'll be back in standing up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to return right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
In now, Justin Turner. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Dodgers go down quietly. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Olson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And Robinson will throw him out. 1 gone.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. but I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all three positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
Matt Chapman comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike three called, and there are two down.
Batting eighth.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. He's set. Here it comes.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. One left for Oakland. They trail this one 1-0. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy.
For the Dodgers, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
Hey!
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
The 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts.
The right fielder,
We'll take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The 2-2 one more time. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
So here's Cody Bellinger. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty here, nobody out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ready with another 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. He'll try it again, 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. What's
the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Pee Wee Reese. He collected a base hit his first time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Up high, 2-1 now.
2-1.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
To the plate now, Jackie Robinson.
Counts 1-0.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. No balls and a strike to count. Snider, the former San Francisco Giant, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the 3rd run across in this inning.
Stepping in once again is Matt Kemp. Worked a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here now is Will Smith as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. From the belt, the pitch. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the A's nothing. Here's Jed Lowry now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at-bat at a time.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a pitch on the way.
Nope, outside.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2 now.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
So now to the plate, Ricky Henderson. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now the 1-0. He is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. And now he tries to hold up, but they'll appeal down to first. He went around, says Larry Bullard. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
At the plate, Jason Giambi. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. Hershiser sets. Here it is on 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Ready with the 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Snyder gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th. And digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner.
Justin Turner.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery. Got him to go after that one. He's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good waist pitch. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Next up is Max Muncy, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Muncy is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat.
Yeah, this guy absolutely does not discriminate, and you could close your eyes during batting practice and know exactly who's hitting the baseball in the cage. That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
From the stretch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Mookie Betts as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Count remains 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
2 down with a runner at first. And here comes Cody Bellinger. From the stretch, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
2 out with the man at first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Again, another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. Second home run early in the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. J.B. Wendelken answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Pee Wee Reese, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 0-1 on its way. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
On the ground to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the A's nothing. Striding in for Oakland, Reggie Jackson flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
4-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Called strike on the change, 2-1. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman.
And he'll bounce one on the ground to first.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. Dodgers lead this one 7-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there.
Ball.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Now here's the pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
The count 2-1.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Here's the 3-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in now, Duke Snider, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. The 1-0 home.
No, inside.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Here it comes, 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back. At the plate now, Matt Kemp. And there's a base hit on the line. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Stepping in now, Will Smith.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
There he goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. The 2-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Spin and a throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 2-2, and it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey!
High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder, and this will get all the way to the wall now. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Max.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
To the plate now, Max Muncy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1. His prior history in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hit hard on the ground to first. Right to him. Olsen takes it on his own, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Dodgers lead it 9-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the A's.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, number 22.
first pitch of the AB on its way. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
Now to bat, Sean Murphy struck out in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Swung on, missed. 1-1. Murphy playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So now to the plate, Jed Lowry. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Mookie Betts steps in once more as we look back at the big game he's already had. He got off to a fast start with 2 homers in the early going. Here's the first pitch. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
No strike.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball two. Outside 3-0 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Pee-wee Reese. No balls and 1 strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on 2nd and 3rd, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And it's 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Here's the 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand. So they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Jackie Robinson. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The center fielder, number 4, Jude Snyder.
Adam Kolarek gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Kolarek.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. At the plate now, Duke Snyder, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Kolarek, previously a member of the Dodgers ball club. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, Matty, you mentioned he's playing his former club, and that can get tricky sometimes. I don't know if he's going to dinner with these guys after the game, or he showed up here with an axe to grind.
Ball, that pitch is up.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
One and one, here it is. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home. Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Runners are at the corners with one man out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And the great Raleigh Fingers is up and throwing now. So 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball.
You could tell he caught every last stitch of that baseball. To be able to drive it out to the opposite field, he had to hit it right in the mouth, but it just was foul. He was a smidge late.
Here comes the 1-2. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the blowout continues.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
The batter, the catcher, Will.
In now, Will Smith. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Liner in there for a base hit.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And ShowTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
To the plate now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Gloved by Lowry. Andrus on to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
So now here is Max Muncy. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
0-1 pitch on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a ball.
Oh, man, when you're struggling out there on the mound, it's like adding insult to injury when you're not getting the close calls you need. That'll make you want to pull your hair out.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2.
Nope.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Mookie Betts. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-1 the count.
That's
And
ball
this
3.
one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Low in time, and they stop the bleeding as the side is retired. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Dodgers out in front, 14-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ricky Henderson. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First delivery to him. Here's a little chopper to the right side. And he'll reach first safely.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Next up for the A's, Elvis Andrus singled in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. High and deep to right center. Snyder is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jason Giambi. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Two balls and two strikes to Jason Giambi. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
The batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. And it's a ball and two strikes to Reggie.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. One left for Oakland, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Now to the plate is the Dodgers' designated hitter, Cody Bellinger. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
So now to the plate, Pee Wee Reese as he grounds one briskly to short to Lowry at the bag. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
The second baseman,
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the speed threat, Jackie Robinson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Ball 2.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're still on cruise control. 14-0. Now into the box, Matt Olson. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Matt Olson.
First pitch of the AB now. Lays off 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
A little bit of a red flag here for me. 3 straight balls to start the 7th. Maybe tiring a bit.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Chopped weakly to the left. Slow roller out to short. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping up is Ramon Laureano. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now here's the first offering.
Nope.
Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Yeah, he's grinded this one out, and he's got a chance to get through 7 strong innings, Dan. That's got to light the bullpen up.
Yeah, and it does, Mark, because you sit out there in that bullpen, and once that starter gets through the 5th and through the 6th inning, the tension starts to calm a little bit out in that bullpen where you only have to get 6 or 7 outs, not 8 or 9 outs. So a job well done so far.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Hershiser gets the sign and delivers.
Hey.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Raleigh Fingers comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Raleigh Fingers.
Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Duke Snyder.
Number 4, Duke Snyder.
First offering on its way. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Here it comes.
got a ball, one
Fingers.
strike.
Playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 18th season in the big leagues, so he's had quite an incredible career.
Yeah, he has seen it all. I don't know if he's old school, new school, middle school, whatever the case may be. He's seen an influx of all different types of players, all different mindsets, how to hit, how to pitch. This guy has officially seen it all.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. So stepping in is Matt Kemp. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
On the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
At the plate, Will Smith. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Two and 2 to the Dodgers catcher. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Forkball misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for LA, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. And now Sean Murphy. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First offering.
Hey.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Now it'll be Jed Lowry. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left,
but it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and grounded at Pee Wee Reese at shortstop. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky Henderson.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ricky Henderson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Hershiser into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And that misses ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Set to start the 9th in this one. And next, the dangerous power threat, Max Muncy. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
That's inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Matty, this is crazy. Dan, what does the pitching coach say at this point?
Right now, the only thing he can't say is pick up that bullpen phone and look for reinforcements, because this has gotten really ugly, and this is a nightmare for a pitching coach.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Ball 2 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0. Liner toward right center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
A 1 pitch on its way. A runner at first with no outs here. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
1-2.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Nobody out, runner on first. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Ball
And
4,
he
that
misses
pitch
there
low.
for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
When a guy's been swinging the
Now
bat
batting.
as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first
Your
is
attention,
better than
please.
what he's been doing the last
Now
couple of
pitching for
games.
the Atlanta.
Trevor Rosenthal enters
Number
now in a
41.
mop-up role as he'll try to
Trevor.
keep the deficit right where it is.
Rosenthal.
Pee-wee Reese will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Two and one now. Yusmeiro Petit is forced onto the mound now following the injury. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Jackie
3 balls,
Robinson
1 strike.
will be next. None out, runners at first and second. front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate now, Jackie Robinson.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
That's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Wow, if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
Into the box now, Duke Snider. Duke swings, and this is hit very well to right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they just continue to pour it on here. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Popped him up. Olsen has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Next, it'll be Will Smith. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. Oh,
and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So give them 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers lead this one 19-0. Ready now is Elvis Andrus. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here it comes now to Andrus. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And the pitch.
Too high. Ball.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And here's a ball hit in the air.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Now batting,
Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is popped up near second base. Reese is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Reggie Jackson.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Reggie Jackson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now the first pitch.
Hey!
Hershiser's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for Oakland. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
19-0 the final this afternoon. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Orel Hershiser earns the win, his second, striking out 12 in the process. Catfish Hunter allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Mm-hmm.